Hey, online crew, welcome to today's live where we're talking about focus. This is one of the key things to navigating this weird, wonderful world of being online and building a business online. Would you not agree? Staying focused is the key to your success. And what I find most people building online will think and say and feel is one, they're overwhelmed, but they're just not organized and they're not focused. And when it comes to the online world, there is so much to know, from lives to stories to reels to TikToks to content to conversations to whatever it is, the latest training that you want to watch. There's just a million things to keep on top of when you're building your business online. Would you agree? And sometimes you just get to the end of the day and you're like, I was really busy today, but I didn't actually tick off any of the things that I wanted to do. I've done everything for everyone else. I've answered everybody's messages. I've cleaned out my inbox. You've done a number of things, but you haven't actually moved the needle forward with what you need to do to grow your business. Can anybody relate to this? If you can, let me know in the comments. This is really, really important to have success online, is to be focused. And honestly, I could talk to you probably for about an hour about all the things about being focused, but let's start with three sort of the secrets to staying focused in this live. Now, if you're not familiar with my lives, my very first video of the week, unless I'm training something else or doing a boot camp, is something to do with personal growth, personal development, something to help you think about you and the way you move through your business and the way that you operate, because it's not the fancy stuff that's going to make you successful. It's not the reels, the TikToks, the content, the conversations, all the fancy stuff that you want to get really good at. It's how you show up every day for your business. It's the things that you do or don't do. And human nature basically dictates that we gravitate away from the things that we know we need to do that we don't want to do. Some of you want to create more content, but you don't. Some of you want to show up more online, but you don't. Some of you want to create more stories every day, but you don't. Some of you have good intentions of doing your DMO, your daily method of operation, or friend requesting some people, or talking to more people, or doing some things for your business, but you don't. So why don't you? A couple of reasons for that. One, you're just not focused on what you should do and you're letting everything else get in the way and you're letting life dictate your day rather than you dictating your day. And the second thing, as human beings, we will naturally gravitate to things that make us, or gravitate away from things that make us feel uncomfortable. So if there's things that you know you need to do, your brain pretty much keeps you safe and says, it's okay, do it tomorrow. So unless you stay focused on the things that you know you need to do, then it's just not going to get done. And the days turn into weeks, turn into months, sometimes even turn to years, and you're still in the same place in your business as you were previously. And that's not fun, is it? So, how do we get more focused? Let's have a chat about that. And if you are live with me, please say hello. Let me give you a shout out. We've got Dean. How are you, Dean? Good to see you on. We've got Beth here as well. Ouch. What does ouch mean, Dean? Let me know. But it's reality for a lot of people that they get to the end of the day and they haven't done what they needed to do, but everyone else has had your attention. So here's three critical things that you want to do on a daily basis to make sure you stay focused. Okay. One, do not go to your phone first thing in the morning, or have that the last thing in your day. If you go to your phone and check your messages and get engrossed by your phone, the very first thing that you do, or the last thing that you do at night because you sleep with it, maybe that's your alarm clock, maybe that you scroll, you're gone. If the very first thing you do is go to your phone, you've already lost your day right there and then. On the other side of your phone is people that want things from you and want your attention. People that emailing you, your email, that's other people wanting your attention. They want you to read their stuff. People messaging you, somebody's asking you a question more that likely, or, people are communicating with you. It's probably what they want. You will very quickly lose your day to other people, other influences, other things to look at and distract you from what you need to do as soon as you pick up your phone. So how many of you are honest to say that you know that's true for you, that you lose your day straight away to other things and start scrolling and messages and all the things, and you've already lost your focus for the day because your attention has gone elsewhere? Your phone is basically just attention going elsewhere other than what you need to achieve for yourself for that day. So if you can, try not to sleep with your phone next to you. The other thing is, if you do need it for an alarm, you do need it for something, you pick it up first thing when your feet hit the floor because your phone sleeps next to you, is don't look at the things that you know are going to distract you. Don't open Facebook. Don't open your email. Don't open your messenger. If you need to do something or look at something or a to-do list or something like that, that's fine if you really have to. But don't look at other things that you know is going to send you on a tangent straight away, because you are immediately starting your day with things that are not your focus. Does that make sense? Your focus is already gone if the first thing you do is open and scroll. You've already set yourself up on the wrong tangent. So, number one, don't let your phone rule your day with what everybody else wants from you, or seeing or scrolling or whatever. You're already starting your day off the wrong foot. So that's number one. Don't do it. Number two, your first 30 minutes of your day minimum need to be yours for you. What do you need to get done? What's important to you? What sets your day up for success? What do you need? Is it exercise? Is it meditation? Is it reading? Is it affirmations? What is it for you? What do you need to get focused for the day and that makes you feel good? When you feel good, you'll be more productive. You'll be on point. You'll be focused on what you need to do. When you pick up your phone, you get distracted with what everybody else is throwing at you from, Facebook and email and messenger and all the things. You've already lost your focus for the day. So your first 30 minutes of the day, what are you focusing on for you? What do you know that you need to start your day? For some of you, it will be, and I do this every morning and every night, before my feet hit the ground, affirmations every morning. What am I telling myself that I want to achieve, that is important to me, that are my goals? I'm putting that as the focus in my brain first thing in the morning and last thing at night. You know how this works. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So where's your focus? If your focus is opening your phone and now you're scrolling Facebook and all the things, and you're already distracted, you're not getting done what you need to do for your business, for you. Nobody else is paying your business, your bills. Nobody else is growing your business other than you. Nobody else is making the contacts and friend requesting and the DMO, all the things. Nobody else can do that other than you. It's your responsibility. So put that in the first 30 minutes of your day. If you've got a DMO, which you all should have, a daily method of operation, do it the first thing in your day. Get what you need to do for you and your business first thing in the day. How do you set yourself up for success? At the moment, I'm back on exercise first thing in the morning, and it feels great. I don't want to get out of bed. It's warm in bed. We're getting colder here in Australia. I often don't want to do it, but I force myself to do it, and I always feel amazing afterwards. And I know I've set myself up for the day for success because I'm energized. The blood's been pumping. I've just started my day off well. For me, it's a good way to start the day. You start the day off sluggish, not exercising, not focused on what you want, not focused on your goals, not focused on what you need to get out of the day, not focused on setting yourself up for success. That'll be a waste of a day more than likely. Am I making sense? So what do you, and it's going to look different for every single one of you, but what are you doing for you in the first 30 minutes of your day? What do you know that you need to, go into that day going, yeah, I'm organized, I'm on top of it, I feel good, I've exercised, or whatever it is that you need to do? What have you done for you? You've got to prioritize you because nobody else will. And it is that how the saying goes, if you don't, basically manage your day will manage you. If you don't control your life will actually control you. Those days will turn into weeks, will turn into months of not being organized, not being focused. And you're going to wonder where the hell the last 6 months have gone when we get to the end of June and go, I haven't achieved much in the last 6 months. I'm disappointed in myself. What's the reason for that? You just haven't focused on what you need to focus on. Okay, so what do you need to do in your day, the first 30 minutes in your day, to prioritize you? And if you're somebody that has kids or grandkids or people that are relying on you in the same household, get up half an hour earlier before they do and get done what you need to do. That's what I need to do sometimes. Or if I've got an early morning call, then I make sure I'm getting up half an hour earlier than that call I need to get on, if it's an early morning call, because I still need to fit my exercise in. So I've got to get up 30 minutes earlier to do what I need to do for me before I give all my attention to somebody else. Okay, we making sense? The third thing that you should do, and every one of you is going to organize yourself a little bit differently, but how many of you have a to-do list? Like you write, whether it's computerized or whether it's on a piece of paper or whether it's on the notes section of your phone or whether it's on a Trello board. Like most people will have some kind of to-do list. So before you start your day, maybe in that first 30 minutes or shortly after, you extract the main three, or you could even do it the night before and refresh the next morning. And something I do is I put it on a sticky note. This is just the day. I've got a to-do list in the notes section of my phone, which is very long. I sometimes look at that list and I get overwhelmed with my own list. And then I write another list to minimize my list so I don't get so overwhelmed. So at the beginning of every day, the first thing when I'm setting myself up for success is what needs to be done exactly on that day. That's my priority. So these are the things that I'm looking at, and I've got, normally I try to minimize it to 3, but I've got calls on here as well. So I'm focused on, okay, what time do I have a call on, a Zoom call on? But they're my priorities. And that's when you're working through that essential list that I'm getting done what I need to do. And when I'm getting those things done and crossing them off, the phone, like the messenger it's going off while I'm finishing off that task and while I'm being focused on those things. When you've got a little list and you can cross things off your list, it feels good, does it not? Like you feel accomplished. There is nothing worse than having a to-do list. You get to the end of the day and nothing on that list has been crossed off because your day ran away with distractions, emails, messenger, people, partners, kids, grandkids, whatever it is, because you didn't prioritize what you needed to get done for you. I often say this, anybody can wait for 30 minutes. Anybody can wait for 30 minutes. A husband, a wife, kids, grandkids, anybody can wait for 30 minutes. If you've got something on your list that you need to get done and it can get done in 30 minutes, then just say to people, communication is the biggest key. It's just, I've really got to get started with something. And often, you know how this works? Getting your groove with something, the hardest part sometimes is just getting started. If you're working on a new project, something that you want to get done, the hardest part is just getting started sometimes. You want to start some new conversations. You want a friend request. You want to get into a groove. You're starting a new DMO. So dedicate half an hour to getting started at something and just move the needle forward. Success is not being dedicated for a period of time and then not. Success is the little things that you do every day. Think of it and relate to it like diet and exercise and losing weight. You can be really good at that for 3 weeks, but you're not going to get to your goal weight or maintain where you want to go if that's the only time frame you do it for. To get fit, to get healthy, you need it to do a little bit every day and stay on track to get the result. Am I right? Or am I right? Your business is exactly the same. It's the little things, the little discipline you have, the focus that you have to get the things done that you need to do for you, for your business, to get you where you want to go. It's not being amazing for a week and then falling off the wagon for 3 out of a month. It's the little things that you do every day. Now, how do we achieve the little things that we do every day? You set yourself up for success every single day. You don't go to your phone first thing. You set yourself up in your first 30 minutes of the day, whatever that means for you. It could be exercise, the meditation, the affirmations, whatever it is to get your brain where it needs to be and focused on what you need to focus on. Part of that 30 minutes is your top 3 priorities, whatever it is for you. And your day is going to be controlled by that list, and you don't get through your day until you've clicked those things off. Okay? So, Dean, ouch means what you were saying was hitting me right between the eyes. That's awesome. That's good. There's something that you needed to hear today from that, if that was an ouch moment. I hope anybody else watching this live or on the replay also has an ouch moment, because most people live their life with their day controlling them instead of them controlling their day. And that just comes down to focus. It comes down to prioritizing you. What do you need? What are your goals? Where are you trying to get to? And unless you do these, start with these just little things. There's lots of things about getting organized and focused, like time blocking and, prioritizing. And you might have too many things on your list. You might be proud of the fact that you multitask. Multitasking is crap. Multitasking doesn't work. The only time multitasking works is when you're doing something that doesn't require your brain and you're listening to like a training like this on a replay or something like that. So you can move the vacuum cleaner or chop up some salad or in the kitchen or something and listen to a training at the same time. Or you're driving in your car and you're actually listening to something, like you're doing something that doesn't really require much focus to do 2 things at once. Does that make sense? I do talk about this all the time. But multitasking, as far as having your messenger open, your email open, you're working on your lead magnet or conversations or whatever, you're doing it all at the same time, you are not going to be effective. So work out what you need for your day, for your business, for your success, and focus on that. Minimize it to just a few priority things, and don't have list. I've had problems with sticky notes because I'd end up with 15 of them. Have you done that before? Like, yep, I'm going to put a note here and a note here, but then I would write a note and then I'd summarize that note by doing another note, and then I'd have another note, and then somebody would send me a message. I'd get out another sticky note and I'd put it on there, and then somebody else would want something, or an email would come in. Oh, I better do that, and I've got a sticky note over there, and then suddenly I've got 20 sticky notes all around me, and I'm so unfocused. So that doesn't work. Sticky notes everywhere is not necessarily a good strategy. It will work for some. Some people color coordinate their sticky notes, and it can work. But what's going to work for streamlining you and what you need to get focused? Your success absolutely 100% relates to your focus. And you need to know what to concentrate on. And sometimes that comes down to priorities. That's where your list comes in. Okay, what needs to be done today, or what can I actually hold over to tomorrow? Because it's not actually that urgent. Yeah, I want to get it done, but I actually need to, this is more important. So when you're doing this first thing in the morning and setting yourself up for success, you're actually forcing yourself to prioritize what goes on that list as well. But we want to get things on the list so we can get them done. We can cross things off the list and we feel productive. When you feel productive, your confidence grows. When your confidence grows, you'll actually get more productive. It's weird how it works. It just does. Okay, but you've got to get focused. Okay. All right, let's look at a couple more comments here. Sometimes if I complete something that was not on my list, I'll add it and then cross it off to get the dopamine rush. Absolutely. I can relate to that. And, if that's what works, keep doing it. There's something satisfying about crossing things off your list. And this is where, a matter of focus for the morning is actually getting from a longer list to a shorter list for the day. Because sometimes I look at my list, and I know some of you can relate to this. You just keep adding to the list, and the list just gets longer. So if you're just working with one list and the list at the end of the day gets longer instead of having a shorter list and crossing things off, you'll actually feel even more unproductive by the end of the day because your list just got a lot longer instead of having some key things for the day and crossing them off. So I have my notes section of my phone, and every day I'm adding stuff to that. But every morning or the night before and the next morning, I'm prioritizing what is it that actually needs to be done today and getting that crossed off. Okay. Tim, have a master list of everything and then distill it into a few daily items. Exactly. We have to stay focused. The amount of people that I work with that are all over the place and they're not getting really any momentum or any success, and they kind of say, oh, I'm not really that organized. It's a choice. You can laugh at yourself and think that's funny, or you can take yourself seriously and get back in control of your day. Because no one's building your business or putting more money in your bank account or getting results other than you. People can help you, mentors, acquaintances, co-workers, people can assist you along your way, but you're the only one that can actually make it happen for you. And it's your focus that's going to get you there. Okay. So, Richard Branson, what are we saying about Richard? Allegedly run the companies on lists. There you go. Okay. Success leaves clues. So anybody that's listening to this live now or later, I just hope that you really take this on and start your day by not letting your phone distract you. Be very aware of that. As soon as you go to your phone, and this is how I manage, my messenger, because I've got a global audience, and when I'm sleeping, everybody in the US, Canada, etc., they're all awake. So I wake up to a number of messages. I can get lost in my messenger in the first hour or 2 hours of my day easily. And then I get to coming live or calls or whatever, and I can get to lunchtime or early afternoon, and I haven't done anything that I wanted to do for myself. So I'm now trying to streamline messages and that in my messenger. The two priorities for me are my team, the people in my network marketing team, and my VIP students. So they are priorities over other people in my community that just ask me a question or whatever. So I will have a look. I will allow myself a time in the morning to catch up with my messenger. I will see who's messaged me. And if it's team or, my higher level students, they will get priority. Others, I will actually not even open sometimes because I can tell it's not a priority. Others, if I'm not sure, I'll open, evaluate. Do I need to deal with this right now? Is this throwing my morning off? And it's like, yeah, this is not really important right now. And then I'll swipe back to unread it so I know I can get back to it later. Because I don't want to ignore anyone, but I have to prioritize. Is this an hour thing, or can this wait a couple of hours? So, there's just some little things that you just need to evaluate and not give your day to everybody else when you know there's things that you need to get done for yourself. Okay? I hope this is helpful. Go and prioritize what you need to prioritize for you so you can get where you need to go. Okay? Anybody in my coaching community, we have the live Q&A Zoom calls this week. So depending on what time zone you are globally, there will be a call suitable to yours. Just check the coaching community Facebook group or the emails. Those calls are amazing to jump on to get your questions answered. And, you can talk about your business, and what's important to you, what are you struggling with, etc. So I look forward to seeing coaching community members on those live Q&A Zoom calls this week. And for the rest of you, I will see you on my next live in 2 days' time. Okay, catch you then.